All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's tablet and pen time, ready to begin. Now, I'm here with you all the time, 6 days a week. This last week, 7 days a week is kind of fun. I did a 2-day boot camp, so let's have some fun too. Rich people are not rich. Well, that's true. I get so tired of listening. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Look at me. Bunch of stupid things they say and do. You see, if they say I'm rich and the IRS hears that, I think the IRS could indict them in fraud because why? They're not paying tax for being rich. They're paying corporate tax. They're offsetting the taxes with debt. It was kind of fun. So I've been teaching for almost 50 years, having fun with you. So let's do this. Let's think about today. Take a picture of that. I believe today what you should focus on is income. Now that's against everything you hear on social media. You got to look at being rich and a building and now. 90% of businesses fail. They don't have the structure, they don't have the finance. Structure builds finance. So if we understand how to focus on this a little bit here, I want to basically ask some questions to you. How much do you think about something? The other day you went down that busy street and you drove by the Wendy's restaurant. You stopped at the light. Did you go in? Did you ask where the owner is? There's no owner. You see, the owner is basically, it's a management company. The storage unit, the laundromat, the car wash, all right? The what? The dry cleaning, okay? The laundromat, all these pieces of what we've done for years. I wrote some of the original books about 40 plus years ago of all these things. For me, it was always income. I focus on income. Here's what I believe the American dream is. You pay your bills, you have a little left over, and your family's comfortable, and they're okay. Then we can go a little crazy and get some business things to what we want to do. See what happens right here, here's a corporation. That's 9 divisions. How do we multiply credit? So understand, how do we multiply credit? Write that down in your checklist. How do we multiply credit? How do we look at corporation? What type? What about me? What about my personal credit? Am I a CFO? What do I get to do? So the goal for me is, I'd like to get you $5,000 a month. Would that be okay? To the corporation to absorb the money and give you a paycheck. Then we do some more. Now, I'm nicknamed the Godfather of credit years ago. Second largest advertiser in California for many, many years, about 32 of them. And I built 60 billion of credit, so the goal is very simple. This is about $42 million of stuff on dashboards. There's about 62 on that. So this is credit cards and this credit lines and the things we get to do. But again, what do we get to do today? See it, believe it, go get it. So let's understand. This is live. Get a question. We'll even open the mic for you as well. You can ask a question out loud. It's kind of fun. But we get to play. Now, in the beginning, I'll say don't take pictures or recording because I think you're wasting your time. I think let's focus on things that matter. And I'll say which one to take a picture of so you can get it here. That would be the ultimate goal. Now, when I was 12 and a half years old, I wrote down, when I was at the Torrance Library, okay, next to the Torrance Police Department, I wrote down, see it, believe it, go get it. So I could create a list and see what I want and I'd actually go get it. And that's what I did for myself because it actually works. But again, it's going to be up to you. Now I have accomplished every goal I've ever had. 26 years old, I was scared because I had 2.6 billion in corporate structure at 26 and a half. See, I watched people when I was a little kid, when they retire, they get fat, ugly, and die. That's what I thought was going to happen to me. Reaching those goals in the back of my head was fat, ugly, and die at 27. I decided to have more people, and that was half the fun. So there's me in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth, by the way. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? See, here's where I talk about goodies being protected by the corporations and what we get to actually do. Studying different things like the Gettys, the Kennedys, and what do we get to do from there, and then the Rockefellers, too. Now, understand, those goodies are basically set up as a division. We're going to do a couple things right now. I'd like you to go to the board with me and let's play a little bit, okay? Now, let's pretend, and let's think about you. You got an LLC. Fantastic. You have a limited liability company, which actually is a corporation. Maybe you have an LLP, okay? Maybe the S Corp, C Corp. Maybe you have a nonprofit, or you have what's called a PC, which is a professional corp. What happens is those are the type of corps you can pick. Now, what happens for me, I had a problem in 1984. In 1984, my biggest problem is I got this letter in the mail from basically Sacramento, California. Now, when I write, I hope you write too, because you put it here if you do. If you don't, you just watch me, and that's what you want to do. So let's understand. I got this letter in the mail. California wants me to pay $800 to $1,000 franchise tax fee for every corporation I have. At the time, I owned a bunch of Shakey's, pizzas, Subways, from there I had 31 flavor ice creams, things like this. Shopping centers, all kinds of goodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what happens, well, we have to understand, how is it created? What does the system do? What's happening in front of you, which I don't think you pay attention to. So what happens is very simple. Let's pretend today, all right, we are thinking about Bank of America or any of the banks, okay? Banks right now, they're all settling lawsuits, if you notice online. Even Chase, all right, Wells Fargo, what happened? They were indicted, $2.1 billion in their settlement. B of A, about a week ago, everything got hacked and it's all screwed up everybody's accounts nationwide in the world, and that's what happens. Credit One, Capital One, all these things. So what happens? At the end of the year, they settle their little lawsuits to solve problems because they're offsetting taxes. So your banks right now, they're bankrupting, and I say bankrupting, they're closing down 21,000 locations. So they're closing in what again? 21,000 locations. They have their umbrella. The bank has a corporation, and they own a corporation called a subsidiary. So this is corp owning corp, corp owning corp, corp owning corp. Every branch has a branch number, which means a separate tax ID. So what happens is they're doing a couple of things what you need to learn to do for yourself. What's happening here is this is balance. So they're balancing, and what they get to do is write off their taxes. See, when they make a business decision, they get to write off on their taxes even when they're guilty and go, oh, they got in trouble. Which banks get in trouble all the time? See, you realize one thing, banks are Ponzi's. They've always been Ponzi's anyway. They borrow from the feds, loan back 5 to you, and then they basically jack it up again and again, and they get in trouble all the time. But they write off on their taxes. So I'm going to say they're Ponzi's because they are. So this is the IRS here. Okay, the IRS, they're in charge. Banks are writing off on their taxes, doing tax balancing. A corporation is a legal person. I'll show you chapter 18, which you can decide for yourself what corporation you have or what are you going to do. What we want to think about is this is a line of defense. A line of defense. This is a corporate umbrella. So what happens is we have the choice to do certain things ourselves as well. So if we became a corporation, any of these pieces you want, you have a management company. Okay? What's confusing is about some of these people on these social medias, like, you got to get a trust, you got this, that $100 million, stop. You got to realize one thing. 90% of businesses fail, probably even higher than that. If we focus on you, rebuilding you first of all, like Humpty Dumpty, you're a CFO. Write down CFO, Chief Financial Officer. This other big website, because a lot of followers, he goes, you got to be a CEO. The chief executive officer does not do the finance, you dingbat. That's what I want to call this guy, dingbat, because he's being stupid. The CFO, Chief Financial Officer, does. So he's got it all wrong anyway. So if they're going to copy things, at least copy it right. But it's just crazy. It's like, what do you do? So let's understand what happens here, okay? If we have a management company, you pick whatever corporation you have. Now, here's you. You have a problem, okay? You have a car. That's a lien holder. It's a registered owner. They sue the registered owner in every bumpity bump, okay? We know, and you should know, you're going to be in a lawsuit soon. We don't know if it's now or next 5, 10 years, okay? We have no idea when the lawsuit's going to happen. We know when somebody bumps your car, you bump their car, or those bloodsucker attorneys on TV and on their billboards on the freeway are going to come get you. And what happens, they sue the registered owner, which is you. You could actually make the registered owner of a car a division of a corporation, okay? You bought your house, you could have protected that as well and bought it through a trust. But you did escrow, homestead, trust. No, you forgot the homestead or in the trust. But that's on you. Again, we have to learn how to play the game to win. Let's pretend you say you are an expert in real estate. And if you are, I'd like to challenge you on an open stage anywhere, because it'd be kind of fun. Let's say we have a piece of house, piece of property. If you had 3 houses in an LLC, one slips and falls and sues and screws you up, you're out of business. Same thing LLP. So if we don't create a line of defense, okay, we have a problem. A lot of people using multiple corporations or Nevada, Wyoming, and the reality is they don't know what they're really doing anyway. I got one poor client, he has 7 corporations all over the mess. He took his retirement because he listened to all these ding-dongs and he's doing it all wrong. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's see, these are goodies. I like goodies. If I take the Ferrari and I put the Ferrari under a division, okay, someone sues me, I get rid of the piece. So if I put the Lamborghini fence and something goes wrong, we get to what the banks and the grocery stores in the cities do. All right, we get to basically what? Automatic state. Most of you took credit from your personal life in your credit card. Most of you took credit from your personal life in your credit cards. You jacked it up, got stuck, can't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. That's your own damn fault. Sorry, it is. You see, all cards fluctuate, but these two do not. See, that's so important, you have no idea. See, we are measured by what? The SSN, the SS4, and the credit score. Time, money, and credit. Time, money, and credit. No time, no money, no credit. Well, you just backed yourself in a corner. You're a good person. But now the world treats you like crap. That kind of sucks. So if every goodie, let's understand, if every goodie is a division, and how I learned this the hard way is I had the devil's wife steal my money when I was 8.5 years old. I sold seeds, clackers, and Old George all weekend. I count my 52 bucks. The devil's wife takes my money, says you're paying rent. So life is a journey, and if you basically explore it and listen good, you can figure out ways to navigate and create things for yourself. I went to the library. I found out savings bonds, I bonds, and double E bonds could protect the money. Every division there is a piece of something. I realized one thing. The world likes to hate people. Haters. You know, when you're driving a $4 million Lamborghini, no one likes you. $1 million Lamborghini and goodies, your neighbors hate you too. So I learned a long time ago, never put something in my name. It's a division. And don't worry, I developed the division process in 85, 86. It was my creation to help myself. Then I want to help you if we do this the right way. Winning the Game of Business was my first series I wanted to put out there. I thought I discovered all the cures and all the solutions for finance. I'm going to help everybody. Cash flow for you, time, financial freedom. It's in my book. Having fun, have $1 million in the bank, that too. But again, I'm driving a Lamborghini. By the way, I bought my first Lamborghini when I was 14.5 years old. I created that in 1976. I was 16. I never went to high school. I was going to my Lamborghini, go to East Coast College, having fun. But again, that's up to you. My next series was very simple. I wanted to write books for dummies. When I do something new, it frustrates me. I have to force myself because I recall almost everything. I try to block it all out, even names and things like that. So I wanted to write books for dummies because guess what? I feel like a dummy when I learn something new. That was already taken. So I named it the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I also, on all my TV shows and radio shows for over 40 years, say the blueprint of success. I got to tell other people quit using what I owned and trademarked a long time ago. If you want a copy, you can get a copy right there today. You can take a picture. Okay, I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. Orange County, Long Beach, and also Ontario. 4 events every week. Now this is what I want to do to help the world a little bit today. I believe we all screwed up. I believe we screwed up, you screwed up, we all screwed up. I think we follow stupid sometimes. I said we. So you're not stupid, we just follow stupid. This is called starting out right. I want to set up every credit file for every kid in high school and college. I want to get them their first credit card. And it's not a Capital One secured card. I'll do it on my dashboard for free, or it is an Open Sky card, Capital Bank for 200 bucks. Spend $25, that's all you have to do. No one's telling you the truth. There's a lot of half blankety blank information out there. Like my book said a long time ago, BS doesn't pay your bills. The reality is simple today. What would you do if you die? Hey, I died at 5:41, July 5th. What do you do? What do you do when you have 3.7 billion of structure? You got 3 yachts in the backyard, 2 race boats, a Duffy, and a bunch of Sea-Doos. You got mansions in Havasu, Big Bear, Long Beach, all kinds of goodies, La Mirada, even Yorba Linda. And you have the largest U-Duck in Huntington Harbor. And all of a sudden your wife, beautiful wife, wants to take some people out and watch the firework things on July 4th, 2009. 72 people, little yacht, why not? What do? When you wake up and someone stole everything, it's all gone. Your wife and kids are in the car. What do you do? So let's talk about the world today, because it wants to kick our assets. We got to fight through the pain. Fight through the pain. What did I do? I rebuilt it. Simple. You see, I created a division process. All right, 1986. I was born on the 8th, so every race car, motorcycle, and race boat have the number 8 on it. So that's why I have what's called 5 closet divisions and 3 divisions of me. So I just rebuilt it again. I built $1 million of credit in less than 6 weeks. From there, I bought my wife her next dream house. People stay down because they don't know how to get back up, and they basically screw it up too. Let's plan the problem. You're going to get your assets kicked. Okay, let's make sure the assets are divisions. If they sue you, we don't bring the pain home. Husbands and wives, what we have to do. Fight, fight, fight. Again, that's what I've always said for years. And don't worry, my client said that too this last year on the news. Fight, fight, fight. Now, guess what? What did you do? I believe you sat at the kitchen table and you said, honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack up our credit. We're going to drop our score. We're going to get stuck, can't get any more. We're going to hawk the house, and we're going to bring the pain home to you and me and be stupid. That's what you did. Sorry, you're not stupid. You did stupid. When I was training Ken Yarborough at TRW, then it became Experian in 96. It was my idea and concept. Oldest card and the 29% rule. Write it down. This is 10,000. This is 50. You want 10 of these or 10 of these? No, you want 10 of these. The goal was the oldest card, 29% rule, and have 11 accounts. If you have a $10,000 card, like I just got off the phone with Ramondo, he's got basically, what, a $5,000 Chase gave him? If he uses more than $1,450 on that card, he'll drop his score. He maintains an 810 all the time. So if we don't take these cards and get serious about it and put a sticky in the back, we're going to screw up. We got to dummy-proof it. All cards fluctuate, but these don't. Unlimited up to $1 million. So if we use the right card, we don't drop our score. Your problem is you panicked and you screwed up and jacked up the wrong card. You see, I've been saying stop bringing the pain home, never bring the pain home, ever. Going on 50 years, it's going to be up to you to pay attention today. We got our SSN, that equals what, a 1040 tax return. The IRS creates the SS4 universally for corporations, me and you. That's what it says right there, application employer, entity, or individual person. We could have 3 divisions of ourselves if we want to, 3 chances to try. Long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. But it's up to you. The dashboard I set up in 1987. I created a dashboard on training Yarborough. We wrote a book in 87 called File Segregation. I didn't like it. So when I set up my dashboard in 87, it gave me the choice, SSN or SS4. Instant credit report, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. So if you want a credit file, let me know. Oh, you already have one? You screwed it up? Let's see what we get to do. Let's play my way for a while. You've all pissed away $50,000 in your life, if not more. All of you. Okay, and what did you do? Your friend and family member? Probably someone ripped you off. That kind of sucks. Why don't we learn how to play the game to win this time? NACB certifies me as the #1 consultant worldwide. Why? I created the 29% rule of all your dashboards used today. Let's balance the score. Let's go get some more. Let's never bring the pain home. You got choices, ladies and gentlemen. All cards fluctuate personal credit. That's just the truth. From there, 2 cards do not fluctuate at all. These are unlimited. They'll tell you that to your face. They'll tell you you would like 99 more cards. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. But again, if these are $100,000, what do? Let's go back to the board again and again. The goal would be very simple. 1 card is $100,000, okay? Times 9 more divisions equals 1 million, okay? You got a ding-dong out there going, I can get you $150,000 at Chase. BS, BS, BS. I know the rules and tools. Chase has a 524 rule anyway. There's just a lot of crap out there, sorry to say, but it's true. These don't fluctuate, so why bring the pain home for you? All right, don't worry, I rhyme all the time too. They told me I was stupid, put me in retarded class because I recall. Oh, I just thought this teacher was actually stupid, to be honest with you. The Federal Trade says credit repair is a scam. They indict Daniel in the credit repair cloud. $3 million, and you're going to go to prison. All right, what do you have to do? If you're going to do credit repair, you can't lie. I'm going to remove your negative, your late payment, your what, your account, oh, and your query too. Talk about your BS. First of all, a credit repair company must have a bond. They must be registered and have a 501c3 exemption. And they don't. I do, they don't. I don't do credit repair. I'll actually help rebuild you if you like. Take your picture now. What does that mean? Winning the credit game, they all use my books anyway. It's been a free download for 40 years. I wrote the book for creditors and credit bureaus. Make a copy, picture, send it to everybody. See, I like to help people for free. I'm online 6 days a week. I don't need BS excuses. The reality is if the one who writes the book should be online for free to help you, if they really want to help you. So I'm pointing at you now. Amazing what I do. Let's watch, okay? Next year, okay, I have 50 escrows worth over $1 billion if you'd like to join me. Now, let's understand, you have bad credit or something screwed up. If you use an address, listen very carefully. For instance, if you use my address here at this office, all right, and I rebuild you from here, I can let that wrap and rescore do a lot faster and get rid of the stuff quicker and quicker. But it's up to you. So let's understand. Using our address, because of the way we're set up for you, your credit score will go up to 750 more. 90% of you are out of state anyway. It helps to wrap and rescore, and basically the alternative address helps you basically get rid of the crap. But that's up to you. You might consider shared office space with me, but that's up to you as well. But I'm going to use what's called a mailing process anyway. If we use the mailing process with you, that's basically up to 757 and getting more points. So I'm going to tell you flat out, all right, if you want your credit to go faster and quicker, picker for 750, do it right. All right, no lies and everything else. Again, you need an address like ours. Here's a copy of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Please make a copy of that too. Take your picture now. And always good. See, you got people on social media going, oh, I'm going to take this collection call. Ooh. It's his daughter. It's a pretend call. Why don't we just give them debt crisis intervention? Why don't we give them a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act and tell them the truth? See, that's the goal. Let's get some facts behind that. Next, today, if you, listen carefully, okay? This is why the address makes sense. If you let me add you to my accounts, I add you, your corp, your division process to my account, okay? I can do that. The dashboard allows me to get basically a card for you off my history. Real history, not trade line crap. What it does for 3 to 5 months is optional. I don't have to give a social or a tax ID for up to 3 to 5 months. I can daisy chain this as well. But that credit would be one of the accounts I have on this address here, and that's why it makes it faster for you, because I have the address that has a 62 million of credit history going now, Zell, and always good. 2026, you have a chance to change your life if you want to. Most of you, sorry to say, you make these promises about New Year's resolution. It takes you less than about 9 days to screw that up too. Let me rebuild you my way, because your way, I'm sorry to say, but I think it sucks. I studied the Kennedys, every piece, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, the Fords. Now you can be, oh, you need the trust, you need this, you need the LLC. Stop. There's a hell of a lot more than that. If we don't rebuild you and have the division process, it doesn't matter if you have an LLC or LLP, an irrevocable trust. You're confused because you hear a bunch of ding-dongs out there, in my opinion. The one you should be looking at the most is the Rockefellers, okay? That's the one you should look at the most. If you want to build a legacy, you do it my way. There's no probate, there's no taxes. My son proves it every Saturday when he comes in here and says he's the vice president of the company. I'm going to die eventually. I don't know if it's now or it's 50 years from now. I pray for 50 years. But what happens, he's an officer of the corporation. And the world knows this all through the time. And not he did it the last minute, so it's a fraud. He's 12 years old. I die 50 years from now. He replaces my position as president. Nothing changes hands, no taxation. Corporation lives forever. People cannot. You got a plan to live and plan to die. But that's up to you. Chapter 18. I heard he was a corporation's illegal person. I was 7.5, listening in the corner at a poker game from Mrs. Hope's house. She's telling the world she's helping the people and the kids. She's using and abusing me. Didn't give a crap. Corporation's a legal person. It's right there. It may sue or be sued. May what? Sue or be sued. Okay. So if a corporation is a legal person, so am I a flesh. Ow, 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 that hurts. Bringing the pain home. That has no heart, no feeling at all. It says may sue or be sued. You got a corp today. It's online. There you go. There's your name. You're on the officer list. Fantastic. You're on the bank account. When someone on social media says when they sue a corp, they don't sue, that's a bunch of BS. You're going to get sued and screwed up. It's just going to happen. But when? What do we get to do? If you look at the bottom here, it says not required to file fictitious business name. That bothered me in 1984. And also that part of that bothered me when I was 9.5 years old. I couldn't put it together yet. I'm trying to create a blueprint. We get to play the game. The lie you tell yourself every day. The corporation is going to protect you. That's what he says on social media. And what happens? Peekaboo! Bankrupted. That's what he said. You get another one. You guarantee the car. You guarantee the lease. You guarantee the building. You guarantee the credit card. So I don't give a crap if the corporation files bankruptcy. Come and get you. They're going to come get you. Be prepared. The division of you can circumvent that problem. But I can't get you to listen and pay attention. There's the goal. Today, your assignment, I want you to write it down, SOS, write it down, sos.ca.gov. If you're not in California, you write down whatever initials that state you're in. I need you to challenge yourself. I need you to do a couple things. First of all, look in the mirror today. Then yell at yourself, say, you're fired. I don't get it. I created my first $1 million at 14 and a half at the bank. At the bank, I created and invented a lot of products and patents. What stops you? You're old or slow or old or what? I don't get this crap. I don't understand, okay? I got to the first billion structure. I was 21. 2.6 billion, 26. What is wrong with people? I don't understand stupid. Why do they follow stupid? Sorry, you're not stupid. I think you just follow stupid. Today, you better check that out. You added your home address to a corporation's officers list. That is the dumbest thing anybody could do. State salient and mailing list. Do yourself a favor. Never do business as a corporation. Never. Banks have corporations, corps owning corps. They're the ducks and sheep. Cities, they file bankruptcy called Chapter 9 bankruptcy. A corporation can have entities and let them be the line of defense, ducks and sheep. Instead, you like to be a duck or sheep. Why do you bring the pain home? Please tell me. Why didn't you create your line of defense? I don't understand. Your corp's allowed 4 things. That's it. That's it. Now, these are my rules. Do whatever you want. You're doing it anyway. It can buffer tax. All corporate credit is a write-off an interest rate, period. Cars, fleet price. Hotel, free buffet. Your divisions. Each one of these divisions is a line of defense. Something screws up, we get rid of the bad one. Your banks and grocery stores do, your cities do. And all right, why don't you? What's wrong with you? All right, I don't understand. You brought the pain home, why? Why? It's a line of defense. Every corporation shouldn't do business because if it does, then they sue the corp, they sue you. If you name it after you, they sue you because they understand you own it, and that's called stupid. If you name it what it does, all you can do is what it does. If I have a management company, I can have anything I want as a division process. And I get next, I build a credit report. Every division, as I established it in 85, 86, has its own experience, your own Equifax. Your problem is you back yourself in a corner. That kind of sucks. I've helped 50 million people, analyzations for 49 years, rich and famous people too. So guess what? How about real estate? We separate pieces. Which property you have in the LLC is going to slip and fall and sue you, screw you up. Which property in the division isn't going to pay the rent. See, you're out of balance. And this is why you got to get back on track. That's called a line of defense. You're going to get sued in business, period. When? Don't know. Are you prepared? It's going to be up to you. That follows tax ID and SSN. Who wants to be the duck? You or the corporate division process? Your choice is simple. Next year in 2026, not only are we going to do our podcast, we also have our TV show coming up. That's right, we have a TV show coming up. It's going to be called The Credit Hour. Again, I had a TV show years ago, and I also had my own radio show too. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to need about 50 people to play with. Would you like to play with me? It's going to be up to you. This is a guy who came out of prison after 26 years. This is what I can do for you, not the prison part, or what happens. Thomas was in prison for 26 years, okay? The reality is he wanted a brand new dump truck when he got out. I said used, he said new, so I had to help him build a new truck. That's under profit and nonprofit work in conjunction to get him a contract for $5 million. Would you like $27,000 a week to a corporation that gives you $100,000 a month off one damn dump truck? See, here's your problem. You are your problem. All right, the registration of a car, I already told you, it's very simple. The registration of a car should be a division. That's a LP 640 Lamborghini. Okay, I had 21 cars in the car collection. Here's the keys. Isn't that fun? Boom, boom. See, I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. The license plate says RR University. That stands for Ray Reynolds University. The doors say the same thing. Non-profit and profit working together in conjunction. So if they get sued, they sue the division, not me. You understand how rich and famous people keep the goodies and what you get to do to play? But it's going to be up to you today. There's one of the other ones in the car collection. See my corporation, the other one was incorporating you. Look at it. It is leased and financed to the corp and the divisions. Why would anybody be stupid enough to put a car registered themselves when they know in a bumpity bump someone's going to sue them and ruin their life? That kind of sucks. Just like the ding-dongs on social media. You can only write off so much of the car. I just like to tell that guy to shut the blank up. I don't care about the write-off. I care about the registered owner. They sue registered owners, which is you. Why would you be a registered owner of a damn car? You want to protect your assets? Let's let the corporation absorb the car. Write it all off anyway. Now you drive a company car, don't worry about the damn write-off. I worry about the registered owner. It's right there. Registered owner. For many years at the Bonaventure, for 32 years, I would bring my cat once in a while. Sam Reynolds, a cat with credit. Because I proved I built my cat credit for $1 million just for the fun of it as a stunt. Okay. But then I got a letter saying I can't use the credit because they could not prove. He said yes. He gave me little kisses on my nose. I said, you can't prove. He said, no. See, this is just BS out there. Inc. magazine interviews me. Use plastic to finance your business. That's what I was doing then, and now what do? We get to play. A corporation has 9 divisions to build $100,000 a month. 9. Plus 9 locations. That means 18. Can we count? Numbers don't lie, only people lie. Cats have 9 lives, so can you if you want to play with me. But again, you want to be a millionaire? Yeah! No. If I hand you $1 million today, what would you do with it? I want to buy a house and car. Then I want to go broke because I'm stupid. Well, that's what people do when they're in the lottery. Okay, let's see. If you want to be a millionaire, go listen to other ding-dongs. Go listen to my old client Grant or Tony Baloney or, Kiyosaki or some baloney. Okay, or Susie, okay, and all this BS. It's no BS. It's what it is. But what do? If you are a corporation and had 9 divisions for locations and 9 for lines of credit, now you got $100,000 a month to the corporation. What am I going to design for you? A paycheck. Your paycheck is your lifestyle. You break even. That's what you should be doing today. Paycheck. Because until the bills are paid, your family's not happy and secure. If the bills are paid, you have a little leftover, you're okay. Let's go kill it now. But it's up to you. Simple. That represents $2.2 billion in real estate over the years. Back then, too, and 21 cars in the collection. I always wore the suit to match the watch to match the car. Like the green shirt today, I got to wear the green watch. See, that's how it works. And that's how you got to design it. Wow. Skippity dippity doo. That's only 1,000 and what? 13 divisions. I don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. There's always some turd out there trying to put you down. Not everybody likes me. Heck, not everybody likes you. That's how it works. Let's play my way. Okay, look at this. I have 50 escrows lined up for next year. 50. Okay, here's your problem. You drove by the Wendy's restaurant. You should have said, who owns the damn thing? Go and ask them. It's a management company. Would you like to partner with me? Would you like me to build your credit, rebuild your life? And then I'm going to have you write a check to the corporations. What? No, no, no. You're writing a check to escrow. I wrote the first book on laundromats, car washes, okay? First books, okay? No problem. Payphones. Oh, that was fun until they went out of business. And all these goodies. How about a storage unit? How about we turn around today, I take you and I add you to one of my escrows, okay? This escrow is only $2.1 million. We put 8 people in it. They each get $8,000 a month forever while the management company manages it. And it goes up, up, and away. I think your problem is you. You want to be rich. You want to be an entrepreneur. 90+% fall, and they fail in business every day. If I add you to my escrow, would you take, if I got you a line of credit for $50,000, $150,000, would you write a check to escrow? At the end of escrow, you get to do what? A deed of trust for the corporation. You own it. Would you write a check off of a blueprint loan? So if you want to join me, let me know. I've got over $1 billion in lined up for escrow next year. 2026. It's going to be a fun year. You want to play? You let me know. What do we do? Let's look at various corporations I can put up on the board. Let's see. Number 1, DBA of ourselves. No, 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 because that's called stupid. C Corp, S Corp, LLC, LLP, nonprofit, PC. That's a professional corporation. So there's various entities. All I care is you incorporate. That's the first thing. What kind you got and how do we position? See, you're going to change strategies based on volume of money and in credit. Strategy always changes. C Corp is great to start out with because if you screw it, we walk away. It's got supply and cash credit. If we turn that into basically what? An S corporation because it's single filing. But the problem about corporations, they all have a problem. If they sue the corporation, they sue you. You're the duck and sheep, by the way. Division process, that's the goal to play my way. But I'm going to hold your hand every time and every step of the way. What do we do? LLC, limited liability company, corporation. If it owns 3 properties, one slips and falls, gets sued, they sue you. See, you got the membership kit in your possession. Isn't 9/10 a lot of possession? What, not you? And you own these, you have them all in your possession. Oh, certificate of ownership. You're the managing member. There's 1,000 things to listen and learn to, but it's going to be up to you. I hope you listen today. I pray that you do. Nonprofit is a 501c3 exemption from the federal government. You're going to get some grant money. Trump's going to give you some grant money, Trump money. Why? He wants to solve the homeless problem too. That's kind of fun. So if we want to get cars at 0 liability under a nonprofit, we can. We get grants up to Google $10,000. And if we have a nonprofit corp, we file that state, then we go back around to the IRS's irs.gov. That gives us a 501c3 exemption. To get that exemption, national average is about $15,000. Go to my class, I'll teach you how to do it for free. Very simple. They found out this does more than about 5 times than a McDonald's does. Would you like some Trump money yet? Let me know. You can look at city, state, and federal government for grant money all the time. See, if you don't have a job, let's go get a nonprofit, get the foundation, get the money coming in. You get a paycheck while you're helping other people. What do you say? They all do it anyway. All right? But again, it's going to be up to you to play my way for a while. The nonprofit corp has to be filed this year. You're almost out of time. Again, that's up to you. We play. Here's a nonprofit organization, articles, officers list, okay? Tax ID. From there, the nonprofit workshop, and I'll help you get your exemption. So you won't have to pay $15,000. Now this is usually at the office. This is office price of 10 grand. 10 grand. Okay, if you did it today during the webinar, I'm going to give you 100,000 credit, 18 divisions, which is usually $20,000 for that, and a phone call with me and all the workshops. But you will invest $4,999 if you did it while on the webinar with me. You wait till I'm done talking. Simple. They'll charge you the 10 because I told them they have to. They're on commission. I'm not. But again, what are we going to do? Only during the webinar. That means you better call that phone number now, or Zell, and always good. We play. Let's get some Trump money. Now, here's our thing. We have to understand division process. All right? If every card fluctuates, this is what they do. They fluctuate, okay? What did you do? Your mistake. Your mistake. It's your mistake, not mine. You jacked up the wrong damn card. You dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get it anymore. You did that to yourself because of your lack of knowledge. All right, your lack of knowledge. You should have jacked up these cards. They wouldn't make your score drop ever again. Again, we learn rules and tools. I help set it up. You might want to pay attention to the guy that created it in the first place. That's called me. You can maintain a 750 score. What do? Let's get you American Express Gold and Platinum so they don't fluctuate, so you quit doing the up and down show. Let's get corporations cards, and they offer what again? 99 more. How many would you like? I only want you to have 9. 9 times 100,000 plus parent company, that's $1 million. It says right there, would you like 99 more? They're offering the Reynolds University 99 more cards right there. No, thank you. But again, I can take one card and turn it into what? 10. So if I have 100,000 of credit here, times 9 again, plus the 1, I got 1 million. That's on one damn card. One card. There's only 10 to play with anyway. The rest of them suck, in my opinion. But it's going to be up to you. We play my way for a while. Hey, you had your chance. I think you blew it. But again, I like to get $1 million of credit for you if you allow me to. Manageable debt, 100,000 of personal, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety. Corporation, $1 million of credit. Auto income, and then we have to leverage money. Leverage money. If we take the corporate credit I billed you, I'm going to tell you to line it up for an escrow, and you get to write check to escrow, and I want you to buy your income. I want you to buy that Wendy's restaurant or a piece of it, a storage unit, a laundromat, car wash. I don't think you really want to run them because nobody does by management companies. How about we look at a fourplex, an apartment complex? How about we look at a Jack in the Box, a Wendy's restaurant or something like that too? I had a client the other day, well, 300 went out of business. Out of 6,500, less than 5%. Let's pick the winners. There will be a couple losers too. We got to play the game to win. If you want 25,000 in credit today for your corporation or you, the office normally charges you 10%. So that's about $2,500. If today you did it with me, I'm going to save you $500. There you go. So 2,500 credit to you or the corporation. And what happens if you Zelle, you save 10% on that. If you don't Zelle, you use a card, you call the office right away. They'll honor that price and that deal. 50,000 is usually 5,000. What do we get to do? Very simple. $2,900, $3,000. And what do? We get you 50,000 credit to you and the corporation, maybe a combination of both. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that. If you wanted 100,000 credit to you or the corporation, very simple. It's usually 10%. It's usually about $10,000. The office sells it for $7,999, which is $8,000. Today, if it was done during the webinar, it's $5,000 for that 100,000 of credit. It can go to you or the corporation, but that's 100,000 for the 5. And your goal is to Zelle, take your picture now. And I'm always going to say, always good. Thank you, Jesus, for that too. Put your phone number on the Zelle if you send a Zelle during the webinar. If you do that, I'm going to give you a call with me for 15 minutes. Usually they sell for $500 for free. But if you don't do it during now, call the office, use a card, they'll charge you 5% more. And you will not get the phone call at all. You have to pay for the next one you get from me. Simple. There's a phone number, 800-254-9506. I'm going to say Zelle, now. Up to you, and always good. What do? Visit the library at Amazon. Soon to be at the TikTok shop as well. You got some free downloads and some goodies to get some real books, rules, and tools. Because every class that I do is a workshop. We've got to give you a workbook too. Why would you need a call with me? In 15 minutes, I can blueprint you. Give me an hour with you and your partner of life. I'll blueprint both of you at the same time. And we'll have a blueprint, and I'll tell you what to do in the next step. Every 3 weeks, you're stuck with me. The calls are $500 for every 15 minutes. If you did it during the webinar, it's $399. Put it off, pay a little more. That's how it works. Because if you don't do it during the webinar, you don't get the discounted price. So it's called now, or Zelle. Here's my problem. There's always a problem in business. There's always someone knocking you down. I got $53 million of credit cards in 1988. All right, $53 million of this, they're shrinking my limits. What do? Well, I went to the library, found out C191D says the corporation can loan the money privately. I decided to set up 3 matrix. I wrote a book called Buckets of Money. I created a matrix of $4.6 million, and 190,000 a month. The notes behind that, notes were $1.1 billion. But again, that's going to be up to you if you want to listen and learn. That's in 1989, by the way. You want to play yet? We can play and win the game if you want to. Your corporations should have Dun & Bradstreet. Analytical 750 is the best dashboard on the planet. That's just my opinion, too. A division, let's understand what that means. My dashboard allows me to take your name, your division, or anything you want to create, even an AKA, and add history. History allows me to start a credit file, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. If I do that for you, then I'll get you the corporate cards or the personal cards, no problem. Next, if I want a daisy chain and get 99 more cards, I'm going to ask for 9, not 99. I don't need tax ID or social at the time. It's optional. I'll need it within 3 to 5 months. Now today, divisions are $1,000 each. They come with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax credit reports ready to go, even tax ID when we need it. Today, here's 3, 9, and 12, with or without credit. Take your picture now. Call the office right away to get the discount. If you do this during the webinar, only during the webinar. Okay, that means now, Zell, always good. I'll double the number, 6, 18, 24. You wait till I'm done, call the office, you don't get to double the numbers. That's how it works. Got to motivate you for now, Zell. Take a picture. It's up to you. Put your phone number in that Zell, get a free phone call. All right, but it has to be just 1,000 plus, okay, to do that. Don't Zell me $1, okay? So what do we get to do? Zell, now, always good. 800-254-9506. Make sure you're assigned to one of our specialists. They'll hold your hand every step of the way. Analytical 750. I want them to replace Credit Karma because Credit Karma sucks. Did I say that out loud? They've been indicted 6 times. They have no phone number to help you. They don't have Experian, which the banks want the Experian all the time, especially Chase Bank. But it's going to be up to you. I want you to realize Chase gives up to interest of 0 up to 22 months of personal and business cards. Business cards don't show up on personal file. I want them to analyze you right away. Is that okay? I want you to spend $25 a month. They're going to call you every 46 days, by the way. Then they're going to help you with their Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax business reports too. That app's going to be on the Apple Store next year. We can play the game in one, and you can do it now. Take your picture, please, right there. So we're going to hold your hand, so are they. We get to play the game to win. Today, you could have made $1,000. All you had to do is basically in our HubSpot program, you just line up and put all your referrals in it. We'll send you a check, we'll send you a Zelle, we'll send you store credit. So when you say, I don't have enough money to buy a program, that's BS. If Billy can go from homeless to millionaire just by referral base, so can you. You could have made $1,000 today. Why didn't you do that? But it's up to you too. Repackaging like Humpty Dumpty. That would be the goal. You're highly intelligent. You have all the pieces, but you're missing some pieces. Why don't I add some pieces for you? Why don't we connect the dots? Let's play my way for a while. Remember that legacy? Let's not trade assets when someone passes on. Let's just replace officers. All right, that's been there on the officer list all along. So here's classes I do in rotation. Every Saturday I have 5 classes, if not more, and even on Friday too. And I'm online 6 days a week, live to help you. It's up to you as well. There we go. Take a picture of this. All books, referral program, free corporations, fine-tune promotions, and much more. Scan it. Take a picture. We're willing to hold your hand and sing Kumbaya. And me, I'm going to say what I've said since I was 2.5 years old, being used and abused. Always good. And that's what I always say. You ask me how I'm doing. Always good. Always good. It's a mindset. Always good. I don't let someone steal my peace. I always say thank you, Jesus, to that too. Remember, I'm going to need 50 people for my TV show next year. Our live broadcast as well, and our podcast. You want to be next to be a success story? Let me know. And don't worry, the American success story, that was me in that first story, period. Going around building $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. It was kind of fun. You like me? Google review me. If you don't like me, please leave me alone. Not everybody likes you. Not everybody likes me. It's how it works today. Oh, well, at least I tried. What do? I want you to be a puppet master. I want you to join my club. I want to basically help you get to millionaire status. Is that okay? Let's get you $100,000 a month. If we take the basically what's called a blueprint loan here, or checkbook money here, and you get check money in this blueprint loan, would you write an escrow? Would you write a check to escrow? I have over $1.1 billion escrows coming up this next year. Would you like to own a piece while I do all the work for you anyway? That's right, I'll do all the work with you and for you. Because I don't want you to think, sometimes you think you screw it all up. What do? Well, you might want 6 escrows to 10. That's usually because you're a coaching program with me. Well, it's 6 to 10, okay? Now, would you like to own part of that car wash? You're not going to work there. Okay, you're just owning a piece. You're an investor. Because that's how I line it up all the time. Would you like one of these, one of these, one of these? It's up to you. We get to play the game. We're lining up $1.1 billion, all right, escrows next year. If you gave $25,000 in an escrow from a line of credit I built you, all right, you can get up to $3,200 a month. That means 3 people plus me. I'm in every one of these programs, and I'm in every project because why? I have to, because I'm guaranteeing certain things for you, but it's up to you too. What do? 50,000 up to 5,600. Okay, up to here we got 75,000. Then we have to have 5 people and me, more people for the down payment. Here we have what? We got to get simple. We want to have 8 people plus me have fun at the same time. But again, what do? 8 people of that down payment, including me. What do? Up to 9620. See, I think when you invest with somebody, they're going to take your money, give you a little percentage. They're giving you what? Interest and profits. Why did you own a piece as a division? 9 divisions in a corporation is $100,000 a month. So what do? Take your picture. It's right there. There's your future. There's your dream. That's what you should have did a long time ago. Now you're 35 to 75 years old and you're going, oh crap. See, you're wasting time. We're getting older slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. We got a choice to change today. What do? I got $1.1 billion escrows coming this next year. You want to play? Let me know. Let me know if you're serious to get it to 5 to 10,000, 100,000 a month. It'll be up to you. From there, you're going to become a puppet master. And what are we going to do? You're going to own pieces. You're going to use boring and steady. Write it down, boring and steady. I've been teaching boring and steady for 49 years. I'm going to blueprint you and your spouse or your partner of life. You and I are on that phone for an hour. Zoom, team, whatever it needs to be. What are we going to do? I'm going to tear it apart your life and rebuild you my way because your way sucks. You screw up American Express or Chase, you need to know that. Do you have a bankruptcy or tax lien? Again, family. What do we got? Husband and wife or kids? Corporation, division, how many you got of those two? What do we get to do? We get to play. Now, we're going to plan to live. We're also going to plan to die. Irrevocable trust time. We're going to make sure you don't bring the pain home again. You got your car division. You got your house as the trust. And auto income, cash flow for your time. In my book in 1976, again, we get to play. A blueprint call with me is $5,000. If it is done today at the office, it's $2,000. If it's done through me, it's $9.99, but it's only that $9.99 during the broadcast period. That's it. If it's not a now, Zell, call the office now, call the office after I'm done, you'll pay $2,000. This is basically, if you Zell, you save 10% on top of that and get a free call on top of that. So what do? You partner with me. My problem in 1984, I got that letter in the mail. All right? Franchise tax fee, $800 to $1,000. I own Shakey's, 31 flavors, all these other pieces. That could be up to $1.1 billion, $1.2 billion. No. Sacramento time. My question is, can I create an entity? Listen to the words entity under the corporation with no franchise tax fee. Because that SS4 said entity, employer, or you. So your corporation will have number 4A. I'll be number 4. And when I need 2 more people in the escrow, they're going to be a B and a C. What do? We own a piece of something together. And we get to play and win the game of business. That's where I think you blew it, by the way. So today, if you want to play with me for only 90 days, 3 months, okay? Very simple. What happens? Take your picture. This is 90 days, calls every 3 weeks, $100,000 in credit for personal and business, blueprint call, monthly in calls as well, 18 books and CDs, and 18 divisions. The divisions alone are $20,000. All right, so what do we do at the office today? The office price is $10,000 right there. 10 grand, $9,999, okay? That's what you pay when you call the office today. What do we do now? If you did it office price, okay, this is the discount they're giving today. The office discount price is $7,000 right there. Hopefully you make a point of that. If you did it now with me on the webinar, all right, if it's a Zelle only, it's $3,000. It's a giveaway. Because after I build you up and away, you're going to play some more with me. That's only during the webinar. So you better be Zelle $3,000 now. If not, I'm going to say you blew it. That's on you. We get to play. You want to play for 12 months or so? That's 6 to 10 escrows, by the way, it should be. $200,000 of credit, blueprint call. All right, and what do? We have a call every 3 weeks to give you your next step. See, I'm going to do most of the work for you, but I need you to be part of the program. That $27,000 is now currently, during this webinar, $10,000. If it's a Zelle, credit card, okay, no problem, as long as it's paid in full. If you had to put $2,500 down, you could do that too, but you lose the credit. It's that simple today. But I'll give you half the credit, $100,000, if it's done during the webinar. After the fact, the answer is no. All right, go away today because you blew it. That's on you. So what do we have? Zelle, now. Put your phone number there. You Zelle more than $1,000 today because I'll give you a free 15-minute call. We'll basically line you up some more too. It's a Zelle. It's a now, and always good. Use a card, it's 5% more because the bank charges that to us too. What do? Well, the Reynolds University, the building I'm standing in today, not that one here, but this one here, we want to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. If you want me to coach you in your business and I'll get you to $1 million or $1 billion, I can do that too. It's up to you. What do? We can design a 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months program for you. But again, that's up to you calling that office right away. If you want a blueprint loan from American Express, as long as you have $100,000 in and out of the bank account and 30 transactions, you're okay. If not, I have that in another program. If we partner up in an agreement, we can use my histories and goodies for you, but then that money has to go into an escrow because we can't lie to the bank. So if you want one, let me know. They only want to give you one anyway. If you do it through the division process, you can multiply into more than one. These people use it to get a franchise. What do? Hey, as long as you have $100,000 a month and 30 transactions, you're good. Okay, I had basically a little debate with a little client earlier today because he doesn't have the 30 transactions. That's what they want. It's always transaction. I want to see the bank account. I want to see the statements. Okay, goody. If you got it, you're okay. I'll guide you and line you up for that too. If you don't, I do. I'll show them bank accounts that average $500,000, $400,000 a month. Not the bigger ones, not the little ones, the ones in the between. We get to play. Now, if I do that other program for you, understand I charge 10% on that credit line I get you, but I'll charge that after we close an escrow. So you can afford to pay the payment and get the leftover after the escrow. If I line up your division or your corporation with my corporation and use my accounts, I charge $5,000 for that. Today it's $4,000 if it was done during the webinar. But if you don't need it, don't worry about it. If you do, you're going to pay that $4,000. If not, after I'm done talking, you'll pay the $5,000. Now, here's fast track. That means I do it under one of my corporations. They can log to the account now, today. It's kind of simple because what do we get to do? Now that's about $7,000. Today, the fast track, if you do that one and the other one too, all right, that would cost you $5,000 for that. What if you get $200,000 here, $250,000, $250,000, that's $500,000. See, the goal is to close an escrow and write a check from a line of credit, offset the taxes. It's a Zelle, now, and always good. Use a card, they charge 5% more, as you know. I've said it before. So that you put your phone number there, you get a free consultation with me today. And that's a Zelle, now. Simple to do. The goal for all of us is to look behind the screen, look behind that curtain, and understand how to play. I'm online 6 days a week, helping you. Classes on Friday and Saturday, too. We have a whole team to help you as well. All right, but again, if you want to play, it's called Do It Now while I'm on the webinar. If you basically wait, you're going to pay a little more. It's okay to do that too. They make a commission in a base. Stay safe, strong. Remember, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal for all of us today, how do we get past go and get unstuck? We have to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. So if you want me to play, you want to hold my hand, I'll hold your hand too. It's 800-254-9506. Do it today. You get those discounts. If you've been on a webinar before, you notice everything changes every time I do a webinar. I don't ever try to say the same price. So it's a now. This is the best you're going to get. Call that office, 800-254-9506 now. If you blow it, because you thought about the holidays or two, you got to get it filed right away. But that's up to you. Let's play the game to win. What am I going to say? Let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.